Chris, Demetrius here. So, what I did, I typed in Plumber Victor, Idaho, right, just to kind of see where you're at in your, in your home base, and your Google presence, man, is outstanding locally in Victor, right? I mean, 480 reviews. That's pretty commendable. So kudos to you for that one. And then obviously your home page is sitting up top there, which is awesome. And you got a couple other pages that are standing out. Obviously, your for Victor, your service page or service area page. And so we had initially kind of talked about how to start dominating outside of just your headquarters, right? And show up for these other areas that you service. And the way to do that, right? So when you're looking for any particular service, most people stop in the map pack, usually 60 to 70%, right? And so I went and started taking a look at some of the other locations that you service, right? And this is kind of what I found. Obviously, you're running ads in all the locations that you serve, which is great, and you probably get a handful of leads that come in through that. But again, like I said, roughly 70% of people that are searching for any particular service, doesn't matter what it is, are stopping here, right? This is the map pack. And so if your business isn't showing up in the map pack, more times than not, you are missing out on some huge market share, right? And the way you do that, obviously, the map pack is based off of search proximity, right? And so how close your business is to the location where people are searching from. And as a business with a huge footprint like yours, the way to do that, right? Like, because if your business is home based in Victor, right, you're probably not going to show up for somebody looking for plumbing services in Pocatello, right? But the way you do that is you create multiple Google business profiles for each location that you are wanting to compete in, because you can have the most outstanding website, but people generally don't click on websites or web pages specifically, right, when they're looking for a service, especially now with the rise of AI overviews and things like that. The map pack is still kind of the prime source for people when it comes to generating traffic and leads, right? However, you need a well optimized website and web page specifically in order to help show up in the map pack. And so what I did is I took a look. This is a tool I use called Search Atlas. And what it allowed me to do is show what keywords you're ranking for, right? And you are your brand, right, top notch, is kicking butt, man. That's awesome. However, where you kind of start hitting some speed bumps is people in outside of Victor don't know who the hell top notch is, right? And so how do you start showing up for those particular keywords when people are looking up for those services in those areas that you want to start gaining more market share in, right? And so again, we'll go back to like the HVAC in Pocatello, right? And so you look here, and so you're showing up here for that service area, but we got to bump this up to the top three for one. All right, want to get this up here, and then we got to get Google listings created so that we can start showing up here in the map pack. Now, that being said, right, you basically have to look at each location think of it like how franchises work, right? So when a franchise opens up a new location, they don't use the same address and phone number as the headquarters, right? Because that would kind of be funky. And so what you do is you start building out basically these satellite offices, if you will, right? Each one has its own number. And again, that allows you to know where the leads are coming from, right? And start building out these Google profiles for each location that you want to start dominating in, right? And you start building those up. In a nutshell, man, that I really just gave you the golden goose, right? So that being said, if you'd like to kind of take a look at what that looks like, because a lot of times I end up doing website rebuilds and things like that, but your website is great, and obviously there's some things that we can improve on there as far as content wise, and maybe some technical things on the website. But overall, man, I mean, you're doing a hell of a job. So kudos there. You get the gold star. But again, like I said, if you really want to kick this thing up another level, that's kind of that's the play that needs to be done. So, that being said, if any of this kind of tickles your fancy, and you want to see what that looks like, or need assistance in getting that done, give me a shout and we can kind of talk about what that looks like. Thanks.